it's looking spooky round two of the playoffs, man. So we just got done with the Warriors and Timberwolves game, and earlier it was the Cavs versus the Pacers. Now, Cavs or Pacers, we want to talk about that in a second. That deserves a lot. Since the Warriors game just finished, let's talk about that. The Timberwolves, and I want Steph to play, of course. The Timberwolves better hope Steph Curry is out for either the entire series or at least a couple of games, because I'm telling you right now, he is going to cook their defense. He's going to cook their defense. There is no one, well, at least it looks like, there is no one on that floor that can guard him in ISO. It looks like there is no one that can guard him quick enough on the double, because if I'm Steph, even at 37 years old, I'm going to beat that double team. Whatever you saw in Houston, you're not about to do this here because you don't have a Thompson twin. Those Thompson twins are built differently. There's only two of them, and not one of them's not on this team. I'm about to cook y'all. And he had a quick 13 points before he got injured or something like that, or maybe not. Maybe he was in only for 13 minutes, but he got some points. He got at least like 2 threes, a layup, so that's 6, 7, 8, like 8, about 8 points or so maybe before the injury. So Steph was cooking early. Draymond was looking like a splash brother. Buddy's still hot. He's on fire right now. Jimmy Butler still got involved. I think he was 2 assists shy of a triple-double. So, I don't know. Minnesota just came out really flat. I think that's really embarrassing. Minnesota should be very embarrassed. Their best player, like the Warriors with non-Steph minutes, is so god-awful, even with Jimmy Butler, that anyone in the league should have a good chance to beat. The Charlotte Hornets could have won this game. I'm being very serious. So the fact that the Minnesota Timberwolves, off of 5 days of rest, couldn't beat a team without their best player that went 7 games just 2 days ago, and you can't beat them, that's really bad. That's not good. That's not a good indicator, because I don't want to hear when you rested too long. A team full of mid-30-year-old men as their best players went 7 games in a really hard-fought 7 games, and had to fly over here with basically the same night and then play the next like a day and a half later, and you can't, you lose by double digits. I mean, they're losing by 23 points at one point. That's embarrassing if you're Minnesota. You have you have the tallest player on the court at all times. He can't do anything. You have Anthony Edwards. He couldn't do anything. Like, it's very embarrassing. There's no reason the matchup should be in Minnesota's favor, especially when Steph Curry's not playing. You have Pat Spencer out here doing Kareem hook shots on your players, man. Like, what are we doing if you're Minnesota? It's an embarrassing loss. Losing is one thing. Losing by 20-something points at any point in time with the other team's best player, the other team's only offensive, like really only offensive threat is gone. I know what Buddy Hield's doing now. But again, Buddy Hield does not replace Steph Curry. No one on this team replaces Steph Curry. Even as great as Jimmy Butler is, he is really, I think he's dealing with a bunch of injuries or something right now. That's why he's really hesitant to be more aggressive on the glass, or at least in the paint. But he's looking to assist way more than score. And what I liked in the Rockets series, especially Game 7, is that when the Warriors need to score, because Warriors will do stuff where they go long stretches of time with no scoring, and that's how they lose all these leads. Taking a 23-point lead, putting it as close as like 9 or 7 or something like that, is because of that long stretches without scoring. And if you're Jimmy Butler, one of the reasons that they got you here is that when Steph's out or when Steph's not on the court, you can help score. You can help keep leads a lead. And sometimes he just passes right. Lately, he's been passing up these open shots, or passing up not even open shots really, but like matchups. He'll pass up matchups. I mean, he'll be in a favorable matchup, and he'll dish it out, or he just won't attack. Sometimes you gotta attack. Sometimes you get blocked. It's the NBA. Just keep going. Yeah, Minnesota, terrible outing. It's truly, and that's at home. Come on, man. I truly expect them to come out game 2 way more informed. I don't expect to see Steph Curry minimum game 4. if we're being honest, I do not expect to see Steph Curry till game four. I'm hoping game three, but I don't expect to see Steph Curry until game four, especially since they won this. I think he needs as much rest as humanly possible. First of all, we don't even know how bad his hamstring injury is. I know a lot of fans right now are hoping they're just being the Warriors are being really cautious with him and just going to give him his rest anyway. But I do think he did hurt himself because he's 37, played a game 7 game series, got like half a night rest, came here and had to play. And even someone 22-year-olds couldn't do that. So it happens. I do think he's going to need some rest. And the Warriors better pray that Jimmy Butler does not injure himself again or more. Better hope Buddy Hield stays hot. Better hope that Brand Pizitsky kind of finds his momentum. The best case scenario for the Warriors, I'm being honest with you, is if Jonathan Kuminga could play way better. Because with Steph out, I do think Jonathan Kuminga is going to get more minutes because Moses Moody is playing horrific basketball. I don't know what happened to this dude. The Monstars took his power away. I don't know. He is playing like god awful basketball, like unplayable. They had to bring, again, no offense to Pat Spencer, he's a hooper, but Moses Moody can really give you a lot of points and pretty solid defense, like really really good. And yeah, but he's not doing any of that. He's really 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 bad. So bad Jonathan Kuminga's game minutes. Jonathan Kuminga's minutes look pretty piss poor. He did hit a really, really needed 3 in a drought, so that was good. So shout out to him for that. But he just plays really. He doesn't play like Jonathan Kuminga plays like, hey, I finally have minutes. I have to do something to show that I deserve more minutes so I can keep playing. And he's focused on that instead of like, hey, I'm in the game. Let me get into the flow of the game and make the right play. Like he'll blow layups, he'll turn the ball over, he won't move, he doesn't understand the offense. He's been a part of for like 3 years. Like he just doesn't understand what's going on around him. More like you know what I mean? So that makes me believe he's just playing so reserved because he just is so scared to never play again that he is messing his game up. And on the end of the day, you're a professional and an adult. You gotta get over that and just play in the flow of the game. I've seen Jonathan Kuminga play basketball. I know he's not this bad. Like he is playing really bad. Him and Moses Moody are playing god awful basketball. So that's that game. Pacers. It's always Tyrese Halliburton, isn't it? Listen, I'm nowhere near a Pacers fan, but hey, shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, man. There's a reason why he was on the Olympic roster, bro. Whatever he was observing up front and close, whatever practices he was doing in Olympic time, whatever he soaked up during that time, bro, he came back a different breed of guy. He really did. I don't know what to tell you. The Cavaliers were really short-handed, but when you are whooping a team's ass and you're in a commanding lead with 52 seconds left and somehow you do not score another point and you let the other team go on like an 8-0 or something run, there's no excuse. I don't care. Oh, we're missing this player, that player. The Warriors were missing Steph Curry. And again, that's one player, but it's not just a player. It's Steph Curry. And they whooped the Timberwolves. So, at home. Timberwolves in Minnesota. So, Cleveland, you're at home. You have Donovan Mitchell almost go for 50. I think he went for 48 or something like that. Jared Allen's going off. There's no excuse to lose this game. You already blew game 1. Now you lose. You're down 0-2. You won all those games. You won all those games just to have this constant home field advantage or home court advantage. And now you're in the conference semifinals and you're down 0-2 to this Pacers squad. And let me tell you again, this Pacers squad is not a bad squad. It's full of killers, bro. It's full of defenders. It's full of two-way players. It's a squad. So do not get me wrong. It's not like I'm saying they don't belong here. I mean, didn't they go to the Eastern Conference Finals last year or something? They're a legitimate team, bro. But Tyrese Halliburton is playing way better basketball than he's ever played in his life, in my opinion. And this is what I'm saying, is that if you're Cleveland, no matter what your situation is, there's no reason to go down 0-2 to go down 0-2. Now you lost home field advantage. Now you have to go to Indiana and pray to God you take one, or else it's going to be a sweep. And if you're missing all your guys for the foreseeable future, I'm telling you, I think Cleveland is the better team, but the problem is the Pacers are way better coached right now because Rick Carlisle is, in my opinion, a better coach. I love Kenny, but Rick Carlisle is a better coach. I'm not even a fan of Rick Carlisle's coaching, but he's a better coach. And his players really rallied behind him. And I do not like, my biggest problem, I don't like some of the defensive assignments. Like some of the defensive stuff that Cleveland was doing down the stretch led to them losing this game. And a lot of it was on the coaching. Bro. And they're looking at highlights right now. Third quarter, 74-60, Cleveland, and they're just pouring it on. After going down 0-1, you do all that and just completely forget how to play defense for like 52 seconds and it costs you another game. So now you're going on a flight. Now you're down 0-2. Now you made the next flight you have come back to Cleveland. Maybe you clean out your locker room and doing exit interviews. That's what it's looking like right now, because the Pacers have depth, and they have guys who can lock your players down, especially if you're missing Evan Mobley. Speaking of which, I hate to even pray on. I'm not even praying on the downfall, but I'm happy we've gotten this guy back to earth. Ty Jerome should never see another single minute in these NBA playoffs. At least in the bare minimum this series. If I see him back out there, and I don't even care if it's garbage time. If I see Ty Jerome back out on the court for Cleveland, they're very unserious and they don't care about a championship. I'm being honest. Ty Jerome played some god-awful basketball. He has played some god-awful basketball, and he looks lost. He doesn't look like he deserves to be on the court with these guys in this high intensity of a game right now. He just doesn't. And not that I'm happy. I shouldn't say that. I know what Ty Jerome is as a player from me watching Ty Jerome for a long time. Like, I know who Ty Jerome is. I know he had some stretches and moments in the regular season. I think in round one against Miami Heat. I mean, everyone on Cleveland had a moment against Miami Heat. Miami Heat didn't deserve to be in the playoffs to begin with. Now they're facing a real team. Ty Jerome can't see minutes. Like I'm saying, bro. I'm looking at him right now. 12.4 seconds left. You're up 3, I think. Let me see what the score says. Yeah, 119, 117, or it was 116, 119, 116, so it was 3 points. Tyrese Halliburton misses the free throw. You let him rebound his own free throw. You let him take it out to midcourt, reset the offense, let him go ISO with Ty Jerome, let him do a step back on Ty Jerome for a 3-point shot with 1.1 seconds left, 120 to 119. Sorry ass team, Cleveland Cavaliers. And this is why I was telling my friend, oh man, I need to have T on the show. I need to have him on an episode, because I was telling him about this, or maybe it was, I forgot who it was, but this is why I don't trust Cleveland. This is why I haven't trusted Cleveland in seasons. They do all this stuff in the regular season. Sure, cool, good. When it comes to the postseason, they choke. When it comes to the postseason, they forget how to play basketball in clutch situations. When it comes to the postseason, the seriousness of this team comes out in the worst way possible. I mean, you had a good game from Max Strus, 23 points. Jared Allen, 22 points. And again, Cleveland is missing Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Hunter. But at the same time, you were winning this game, and convincingly so, and you were literally winning it with 50-something seconds left, up multiple points, and you didn't score a single point, and you let them go on a ridiculous one with 52 seconds left. You deserve to lose. Terrible basketball. Great game. Terrible basketball. And this is interesting. Very interesting. The road teams have come out, and so far, they have stole and done exactly what road teams need to do to have a chance to win a series. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Cleveland Pacers game and the Warriors Timberwolves game. Also, call it now. What do you have? Who do you have winning each series, and by how many, and in what games? Thank you. Y'all have a nice night. Cleveland. Jesus.